All right, let's talk YouTube. We're going to break down the entire blueprint for success from zero to full-time creator, all in the next 5 minutes. No fluff, just the good stuff. Let's do this.
You ever find yourself scrolling through YouTube, seeing people who've turned their passion into a real career and thinking, I could do that? Well, you're not wrong. But how do you actually make that jump from just watching to being the one who gets to create full-time?
See, here's the thing most people get wrong. They think YouTube's success is just about getting lucky with a viral video. Nope, it's not an accident. It's about having a solid plan, a real strategy, right from the very beginning.
And that's exactly what we're breaking down right now. We're covering the whole playbook, from figuring out your why all the way to the growth formula that the top creators are using. So let's get into it.
Okay, step one. Before you even think about a channel name, before you brainstorm a single video idea, you've got to ask yourself one really important question. What's the end game here? Is it money or is it fame? Seriously, are you trying to build a system that makes you money while you sleep? Or are you trying to become the go-to person in your niche? Because your answer, well, it changes absolutely everything.
And this choice has some major downstream effects. Look, if money's the goal, a faceless channel is kind of genius. You can turn it into a well-oiled machine, even outsource the work. But if you're after fame and influence, you gotta be on camera. You need that personal connection, even if it's way more work. The most important thing is making sure your channel type actually matches your big picture goal.
And hey, when we talk about money, let's get real about the numbers. For every single dollar an advertiser spends on your video, YouTube takes its cut, 45%, and you get the other 55%. That's your share.
This is exactly why picking the right niche is so crucial. It all comes down to a little thing called CPM, which is just a fancy way of saying how much advertisers will pay for 1,000 views. Think about it. Advertisers will pay way more to reach people interested in finance or tech. So picking a high CPM niche, that's like putting your channel on the fast track to making more money.
Okay, so you know your why, you've picked your path. Now it's time to lay the groundwork and actually build the channel.
First up, your channel name. This is your storefront, your brand. My advice, keep it short and sweet. 2 or 3 words max, something people can actually remember and search for. That means no weird numbers or symbols. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Set up a totally new, dedicated email for your channel. Trust me, it's better for security and just looks more professional.
All right, let's talk content. YouTube is crowded. So how on earth do you stand out? Well, there's this really cool technique called the impossible idea strategy. Basically, you make a promise in your title that sounds absolutely insane, something that makes people go, no way, that's possible. And here's the brilliant part. You hook them with that crazy promise, but then you actually deliver on it, just with a clever twist or a loophole they didn't see coming. Like a title that says, I visited all 7 wonders of the world in 24 hours. And the loophole is, you sent 7 different friends to film them for you. It's totally clever, it gets the click, and people love it.
So you've got this amazing idea. Now you have to actually make the video. And listen, the most critical part of your entire video happens in the first few seconds. You've got maybe 8 seconds before that viewer clicks away. That's it. So here's the formula for the perfect hook. Ask a question, call out a problem you know they have, and then promise a solution or just make them super curious. If you can master this 8-second window, your watch time will go through the roof.
But even before they get to the hook, they have to click. And that's all about the thumbnail. Think of it like a toolbox of proven styles. You've got the shocking Mr. Beast style thumbnail. You've got big, eye-catching numbers. You've got thumbnails that ask a question. The point is, you don't have to guess what works. Just pick a proven category and make it your own.
You've probably heard the phrase, steal like an artist. It's huge in the creative space for a reason. You don't need to invent everything from thin air. Look at what the top creators are doing, see what's getting results, and learn from their success.
Okay, but here's the real pro move, the twist. Don't just look at people in your niche. That's boring. That's just copying. The real magic happens when you look at a totally different niche, like gaming or beauty or cooking, and you take a format or an idea that's crushing it over there and you bring it into your world. That's not copying. That's innovating.
Okay, the video is edited, it's perfect, your masterpiece is complete. But you're not done yet, not even close. Now we get to the sciencey part, making sure the YouTube algorithm actually knows who to show your video to.
The upload process has a few simple rules, and you really shouldn't break them. Rule 1. Keep your title short, under 50 characters. Rule 2. Copy and paste that exact title into the very first line of your description. It helps the algorithm. And Rule 3. This is huge. Always use your end screens to link to another one of your videos. You want to trap people in a binge-watch loop where they just keep clicking on your stuff.
And finally, we've reached the last piece of the puzzle. This is honestly what separates the channels that fizzle out from the ones that blow up. Real growth isn't about just uploading a video and hoping for the best. It's about looking at the data and making smart changes.
When you dive into your analytics, you'll see two main types of viewers. You've got your returning viewers. These are your loyal fans, your community. Then you have unique viewers. That's your reach, new people discovering you. To really grow, you need both. You have to nurture the audience you already have and find ways to bring in new people.
And that all leads to the secret growth formula. It's actually a super simple loop. First, you analyze what's working. What are people actually watching? Then, you find your best thumbnails and your best hooks, and you don't copy them, you replicate the style. You figure out who your audience is, and you talk to them in a way they get. And then, you just rinse and repeat. This is how you create momentum that just keeps building on itself. So there you have it. From figuring out your mission all the way to monetization, that's the blueprint. The plan is right here, it's crystal clear, so now the only real question is, you've got the blueprint, what are you going to build?